Hello, hello. Time to look at some teams. Got Aldar here.
Good evening, people, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you come from.
We're gonna start taking a look at medical movers. The Prelf team
Yes.
had a bunch of skills all across the board.
Pro L5, yeah.
Got a one bench because we have an injury.
Yeah, they have MNG or movement bust. Yeah, I think it's a movement bust, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's movement busted, so he'll be back for semifinals if he wins. And that's a lot of tackle for a Pro F team.
Yeah, that's 4 tackle pieces, 2 diving tackle.
Yeah, 2 diving
Honestly,
tackle.
these blitzers are intimidating for ball carriers. You got blodge, sidestep, tackle, diving tackle.
Pro Elf blitzers are insane. They start with block sidestep, so they're just going blood sidestep at 6 SPP, right? That's insane.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he also has a catcher with blood sidestep and tackle. It's just insanely good pieces, right? And he's got the good sack out strip ball. He's got an edgy up with wrestle. That's just good. The only thing I don't like about this team is he took guard on his thrower. That could have been strong arm.
Yeah, that's true.
Strong arm, hope for an edgy up, and you just 2+ all over the field.
I also like how there's the lineman cosplaying as a pro elf blitzer as well.
Yeah,
got the blodge sidestep as well.
But again, with all this blood sidestep, right? If you're feeling risky, well, that makes one turn from the opponents very, very, very hard. And with one bench, we also have the dirty play alignment, right? That's good.
Yes. Hey,
saying, yeah, we got the sandwich kiosk here. That's also good.
Yep.
No rock.
And I think Medical Movers is the home team, I believe. Maybe wrong on that, though.
We'll see.
Do you think we'll see maybe get a second player on your bench? They have 120k.
I would say he would be looking into how much TV the Necro has.
And that's a wonderful segue to go look at the Necro team.
Exactly.
We have Fate Stay Night. Wonderful series. They're at 1600 TV, so that's like a 120 difference.
Yeah, they are lower, so probably wouldn't get a bench more because, yes, this is a scary Necro team, but also he is lacking something very, very important. Tackle on his killer. He's got tackle on the other wolf, but it's only got claw, which would be a problem.
It does have sprint. I think that's an interesting pick. So that's 11 movement werewolf.
Yeah, 2 pushes for
that's fun. I like that.
But again, yeah, he has this beast of a killer with mighty blow and piling on juggernauts, right? I would have preferred tackle instead of juggernaut, and he's gonna need that because there was so many dodge pieces in these elves.
Yeah, that's why you get the tackle on the other one, though. I don't hate it. Give him a little bit of diversity. Juggernaut, you could argue, has a lot more situational value, especially at the higher TVs. There's more stand firm. There's more. Does it negate sidestep, or is that grab? That's grab.
That's grab it. Negate sidestep.
Yeah.
Yeah, juggernauts against fence, stand firm, and wrestle. But he also
two basically rookie flesh golems must have had some deaths.
And he had a white last game who was mighty blow tackle. He is gonna.
Yeah, see that.
He's gonna miss him because this is gonna be rough. These elves are just gonna dodge away. And if he gets close to these goals with a diving tackle player, well, this Necro team might be in trouble.
Yeah, I think this is going to be very hard for Fate Stay Night. This looks like a team that wants to go against more bashy opponents.
It's the fun part about Necro teams. They can do well against both kinds, but this one seems more built to go against the bashy teams. So, and also compared to the elves, it just looked undercooked, right?
Yeah, it looks compared to the elves, they seem a little underdeveloped. They do have the fan factor advantage. They have 12 over the 10 of the pro elves. So that might come into effect. Give them a little edge on the kickoff events.
Yeah, but
Let's
again,
see
also
if they're live now.
Yeah, I don't think they're live. But also, you can say again, also, the elves, they will also be, they can't one turn here because there is 3 stand firm players.
Yes.
So neither team will have an easy go stand and one turning.
Luke has brought up a great point that POW is just better than Blodge, and I'm convinced.
Yes.
That's generally my method of dealing with that sort of scenario.
But that would mean that you would get to roll good.
Okay. XCam has just sent me a message. His opponent is in a game that's going to take a few minutes to finish.
Okay.
And this is why you should always start late with Rebel players.
His ETA was 10 minutes, 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
So we need to entertain here but again, also, we're talking here about these sidesteppers on the elf team, right?
Yes.
There was old playoff match was Aldi Devo versus Donkey Dragon, I think it was. Can't remember correctly. But Donkey Dragon put 3 sidestepping elves on the line, and Aldi Devo still managed to one turn with leap. It was one of the most insane one turns I have seen. So it is not impossible against sidestep, but it is very, very hard. And I don't think these Necro has the tools to do it, but wow.
Well, what sort of inducements do you think we're going to see? I think we're just going to see a wizard from the Necro.
Yeah. Wizard into a fireball, removing 4 elves. Spicy fireball.
Probably a
right?
wizard, unless the pro elves do sack a lineman, go down to 11. But I'm not sure that's the play here.
No. You got AV7. You do not sack a lineman. You need that small bench because else it'll make it hard. So, and also for people, then we can actually give a call out here. Remember, Superstar Shootout, guys. If you see funny players you like to put in, could be dead, could be anything. Go into a Rebel Reddit and sign up some players. We're gonna have some fun.
Good catch, Trunk. I put the wrong races for the wrong team. It's now fixed.
Happens. It's a reverse day. You just have to be a bit lucky to catch the right ones.
And my text box was misaligned, so my R was ahead of your A, and I hope that was bothering at least 3 people. Don't worry, I fixed it. Anyone with OCD in the audience can be relieved.
Happened. Don't worry.
Let's see. Is there anything else impactful we can learn before the game actually starts?
Well, we can also mention that don't forget there is a quarterfinal match more at 8 p.m. UTC this evening. It's a Necro versus a Bug Future versus Disco Dance 2 Rebel. So there is more on the line here and after tonight. And after that, well, we got the next round with semifinals, and oh boy, are we in for some fun ones this time, right? I don't even know how much I can spoil about the older matches, but
yeah, that's always the hard part. I know I saw I watched the VOD for Ghoul Canoe versus I think it was Dark Elves.
That's
That was a
still,
great match.
oh, that was a damn good match. That was a damn good match and fun and entertaining. And also, if anybody missed it yesterday evening, Rodents of Metal versus the Immortals of Amelux. It was on Metal Stream. That was entertaining as hell. But yeah, Friday we had Misspelled Tease versus Bloodsucker Sink, and if you didn't see that one, that was Wood Elves against Vampires. And sad to say, this was not the season of the Vampires. He got to the quarterfinals and he's out. That was over 48 hours, so I can spoil that one. But what
Getting
a
Vamps
game!
getting Vamps that far into the bracket's pretty good though.
Oh, this is not the first time.
Yeah.
He has been a steady guy in playoffs the last 5, 6, 7 seasons.
And
With
he's
Vamps.
got like I think I've seen his team. Doesn't he have like 5 really developed vampires?
Yeah, 3 of them are legends.
Which is that's an impressive feat in and of itself.
So, it's Random Boy. He has all the good nicknames like Locker Noob, Random Dice Boy, and whatnot, because he is just always entertaining to play. And I saw him in overtime versus Lizards, and he went into overtime with no rerolls, and suddenly it was hard, and he just had to potato and without a thrall and just chuck some dice.
Well, they're loading into game right now, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
So as soon as I think the actual match goes live in Cabal right after the coin flip or something like that.
It's up. Well, and we're back to the main program because they might have been a bit late, but that's all good. So let's go and have some fun.
That happened. Let's see. We have Necro with the +1 fame.
Yeah.
A babe and a bribe. So
a
not
babe and a bribe.
I don't hate that.
Well,
we have a dirty player.
Yeah, we have a dirty player zombie, and
then between regen and
so,
a babe, it should be nigh impossible for pros to get the attrition lead.
You say that.
I do say that, but they don't have Mighty Blow. They have armor 7 versus some slightly better on the Necro team. They can get ahead, but it's unlikely.
It's unlikely, yeah, but at some games, Prelf Blizzard just seems to have hidden Mighty Blow.
Oh, yeah. But that's not the expected outcome.
Oh, no. True. But it seems like the Pro Elves are going to attack first.
Yeah, I wonder who won the coin toss. I don't ever like flipping back through the turns to figure out who did.
I don't think we can even flip back to the turn because we can't see it in the bottom.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I had a lot of bots coming in, so I put like you need to have been like validated through Twitch for like X amount of hours. I think it was like just 1, just because bots were following me and unfollowing me, and
oh, you want they come in and say, "Do you want to be famous?"
Basically. But I've never seen a Pro Elf team this high TV, but I've definitely faced against them at like mid TVs, like 13 to 16.
Yeah.
And I know they can be really obnoxious.
In Rebel we've had some Pro Elf teams up at these insane levels. We've also had them much higher. We've had close to 2K Pro Elves. So they can become really, really insane, yeah.
The main part of that is they start with really strong skills, which is paid for by being armor 7, just across the board.
And there we see 1 KO. A treasure game starting to work.
Dave's going to be coming in hot.
And yeah, but again, also the skills these Pro Elves have, right? Also, the blitzers with block, sidestep, both just damn good skills to start with. The catchers start with catch and nerves of steel. And nerves of steel is so underrated as a skill. You wouldn't take it normally on a lot of players, but people tend to forget it.
I think starting it with it is really strong. It's one of those opportunity cost skills. You wouldn't pick it because you got the sidestep, the dodge, other stuff like that to take. But when you start with it, it's not got much opportunity cost to it.
Ooh. You have to reroll that.
Interesting to see if we see a reroll here.
You have to reroll that. No. I think that might have been a mistake.
I'm not sure. Like you can get a werewolf back there for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure that's the end of the world. That actually might be better.
And
with,
that's the split werewolf you can get back there. Well, you can also get your white through, right?
You can get it back towards there, but you can't really base the ball without a dodge and GFIs.
Well, he needs GFIs, but if you blitz through Amro's pair, who's on the line right there, right? Then you can just go straight through that way.
Yeah, I see that. That's where the werewolf's gonna be coming through.
Yeah. I just got a good straight line. Move this one in and, well, bit further down, base the thrower maybe, so he has to roll dice. Move the werewolf through. And now he blocked off himself, right?
Yes, he did. You could argue that he's just trying not to overcommit. Because that's something that can happen.
Bribe gone?
Yep, Bribe's gone. But if you go in really aggressively, especially against elves, you can just get outmaneuvered.
And he went really, really aggressively here, right? Oh!
Yeah, one werewolf is committed pretty deep, but that's the one with sprint, so it shouldn't be terrible, and has the ball in hand, and that's really good.
You have Ibn Sina next to the guard flesh golem who can just dodge out and chin that werewolf, and then you can pick it up.
Yep. We have Rackle Strip Ball ready to come in. It's got a 1 in 36 dodge into the blitz.
Yeah, or you have the block tackle guy, but yeah, I think the wrestle strip ball is better. And if you get it down, you push it one in, and then you got a 1 GFI to foul it with the dirty player.
Yep. Which, if that's a removal, especially if it's an injury regen fails, like that's massive for the game.
Yeah, because
or if if it's a KO and it stays out.
Yeah, just a KO is good. That's a whole drive without tackle. And he's powered to the ground. Strip ball says good. Follow in for the assist. Yes.
Yes.
I expect we're seeing a foul here.
Where do you take the ball before doing the foul? Do you just grab it with the Agi 5 and go backwards?
Yeah.
Or do you grab it with the thrower?
You grab it with the Agi 5.
That's what I was thinking.
Agi 5, and then you run him back towards your infield, and then you put a small screen up between so the wolf can't reach him.
And then that also has the effect of spreading out the Necro defense. And elves just love to be spread out in isolated pockets.
Yeah, that's good. Also, if you want to risk it a bit, you can actually put the thrower in and get a few free hits on zombies up here if you want to.
Yep.
You could actually free up the diving tackle blitzer to go a bit back if you want to.
can see that. I think the contemplation here is, how many assists do you want on this werewolf?
Oh, you didn't
we're
foul.
not going for the foul?
Boo! Boo! I'm gonna flame him and
Are we gonna maybe get a rookie foul? We were just getting the screen set up for safety.
Oh. Still doing handoff.
Being able to run away even further? Or going for a quick score? One of those two?
Well, problem is,
It's gotta just be running away.
yeah, you have to run back because if you run forward, right, this wolf can reach you.
Yeah. If you run forward, you're in range. Like, actually, the standing werewolf Gilgamesh is in range of the entirety of the Prelf backfield.
Yeah,
so
and
they do have to be careful.
Yeah, they do have to be very, very careful.
Now, you could argue that not fouling the wolf is so they can save the dirty player for the ghoul. But that requires getting the ghoul on the ground first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people were surprised that wasn't a foul. See, almost baiting the Necro team to attack a DACA defense or a DACA offense, where you bring back your entire team, force the enemy to come to you, then blitz past them.
And that's a KO. So far, they removed the game. Yeah, so far the removed game is just
are getting ahead on attrition, just to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
View got switched somehow. Didn't actually get switched. You know, I agree, Trunk. That werewolf doesn't have Mighty Blow. We need to foul the other one. The other one has Mighty Blow piling on. And Juggernaut. That's 3 doubles.
Yeah, this wolf is nasty as hell.
Like, it becomes legendary, you give it tackle, and it's just like... That's basically a perfect wolf, isn't it?
Yes and no. Dodge should have been tackle instead, then he would have been perfect. But Blood is okay.
Well, yeah. But you can't know that it's going to have the Mighty Blow.
No.
And then you can't know that its next 3 levels are going to be doubles.
Oh, I fully agree, but it is borderline perfect. It is the 99%er, without a doubt. And we got a pile on here.
That's a great animation.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a big removal. And that's a miss next game, so even if you get past this game, that's going to be a rough one.
Yeah. You can't upload that.
Now, that wolf needs to be fouled if you can afford it.
I think, personally, I would grab a turn and basically just blitz the white, foul a wolf.
Because, like, what you can even do, you can take the ball towards the end zone. Wolf can... Actually, I think the sprint wolf might be able to catch you no matter where you go with it.
Yep.
But this wolf needs to be fouled.
Yeah.
Because it's not well defended right now. If it gets taken out
That is.
That's a massive blow. That's like most of the TV difference. Or that'll be like what, 200k?
Luke, it's still 2-for-1, so attrition advantage still in the direction of Pro Elves.
For this drive. Babes will come in to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And by that I mean all the Necro will stay out, and the next 4 KOs for the Pro Elves will come back in.
And I agree with Coach Volgo's. You have to step on that wolf, right?
I think it's punishable with like several hours of community service if you don't.
That there is like a natural one turn or a war dance on the ground. You step on it. It's your civic duty to rebel.
I'm huge on stepping on wolves that have Mighty Blow, let alone one with Mighty Blow piling on Juggernaut. Yeah, it definitely looks like we're taking the ball up and away.
Nerves of Steel doing a thing.
Steel coming into effect. I think this wolf is 3,
that's the wrong direction.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The wolf's not able to blitz it, but it is able to mark it.
Well, you can make a chain push there at the moment.
Yes, you can.
And oh boy.
That's an 8+ foul.
Oh,
Bring
no,
another
you can't
assist.
you can't even chain push at the moment because that's both of those you could chain push, which what are they called? Sidesteppers.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm upset that this dirty player is coming to mark the wolf.
He's going to hit the wolf. No, it's still good. Now you just have a basic block on this wolf. That's good. With tackle. And then you move Ernst Boy's chain up as an assist, and then you come in with Galen the Blitzer and bangs this wide into the ground. That's 3 assist foul on a werewolf. You just need a 2+ dodge. There we go. Good foul all to be had. Ooh, that's a bad one. That's a double skull. You could also foul that one.
Though. So we have 2 Blodge werewolves on the ground, and I don't think either are going to get fouled.
I think one's getting fouled.
I'm not convinced yet. I think that fouling would have given up position. Like, this is a much better position for stalling for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that a just dirty player on one of these wolves would have been better.
Oof. That ghoul is going nowhere.
If that ghoul is on the ground, that's an even better foul target. 87, no regen, no Apo to worry about.
I would still say that Gilgamesh is the better foul target. And you can still get a 2 assist foul. I don't like this. Yeah, you're stalling, but now he just has turned to hit them, and you have a non-dodge guy on the Killy Wolf.
And I think as Necro, you're kind of just accepting that you can't stop the score. You just look for damage.
Yeah, try and remove. The bench is already gone. Every player you take out now is just less player for the elves.
Yep.
Fleming going down.
Smart.
That's why you fouled this wolf. Just a stun would have avoided this one. And pump.
Piling on maybe?
Yeah. And yes, the animation for the wolf is great. I still think one of the best animations for pylon is the whites.
Oh, the whites where they just T-pose and drop. I love it.
That swan dive there, right?
Yeah. Ghoul is trapped.
Ghoul is still trapped. And he's just aiming for the freeze.
Take a hit.
Yeah, he's just...
Poker piling on. I've never seen that.
Come on, you know you want to hit the wolf. You can hit either of these wolves right now, right?
You can hit the wolf right next to the assist.
Yeah.
Goes down.
Ooh, armor break.
KO. That's all you need.
Atoya Pendragon is knocked the F out. Well, now you don't get to foul, right?
You don't get a foul wolf.
I would move
Gilgamesh
over.
is still a concern. Always going to be terrifying.
I would move over and base that wolf with 2 players. Stand a few players up around over there, so Gilgamesh needs to dodge out or get punched in the face next turn. But that would be a greedy play.
I think what would more likely happen is assist would be found, and he would get a free hit, and we would still have the blitz for the Necro.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you base up the Wild and the Flesh Golem from... Because these 2 zombies over here that's free, they are too far away.
Yep.
But yeah.
I think we'll just see some screens.
Yeah, he's just screening off. And Luke, I'm just calling you out in chat again. 3 out for the Necro, only 1 out for the Prelf. Called it, I said, told you. I need to have some fun with the
Kaz will come.
Did you cast a curse someone there?
If I don't say it, it's just them being unlucky. If I say it, it's my fault. See how it is.
Yeah. That's what we call a win-win situation, Rebel. Normally it's a lose-lose situation, but here's fun for the viewers.
Yet, just remember that these 2 pros are in the backfield. 2 rookies.
It is the safety line elf.
Yes.
And we power him.
Heads.
Yeah.
It's out of here.
No. Yeah. That's
it's
another
Miss next game too. Oh no. That's 2 Miss next games, and they're both decent players.
Well, positive thing is they'll be back for the finals if he gets that far.
Yeah. You're just keeping them safe. I mean, you could argue that it's not that big a deal as elves, because you can always just get a wizard if you drop too low.
Yeah. And we rest it down, yeah?
Also coming in.
And now we have to see the foul on it, right?
I think we have to, yeah. Take some 1 in 36 dodges for assist and for screening. I don't hate that either. Moving away from the zombie that could have based. White can base, though.
Yeah.
Get some sidestep in the way.
Here, well, I expect the foul to come.
Basing the white? No.
No. Again, smart choice.
Safety line elves coming up.
Yeah, the smart choice is here to, he can base them up, but he only gets 1 blitz a turn, so to avoid the removals.
Yeah. I hope X-Cams... I don't think we're being baited a third time. I think this is actually a foul.
It's just a 2+ the foul. Ooh.
Reroll failed. No, reroll's already used.
Yeah.
It was used to get the wrestle.
But again, this wolf is still in problems. You have a turn more to foul it.
It didn't get the blitz off this turn, so that's good. You know, the wolf might actually take a jump up when it becomes legendary. To synergize with the pylon.
Yeah, though I think tackle's more useful in the end.
I mean, you have frenzy. It's kind of a
it's
another way to throw dice.
Tackle. Are we blitzing with the white? Yeah, here comes.
Gets them both down. No armor break. Armor 7 adamantium. Foul coming in on the agility.
Ooh, with no assist foul.
Sent off. Got punished.
Sent off. Ooh. Luke, in regarding to this removal game, what are you calling? You could still get... So, if you stand up the edge 5, right? Then you blitz with chain on the wolf, and if he goes down... Oh, wait.
Wrestle he goes down. Gets the blitz. I like that. Now what?
That's a 1 assist foul at the moment on it.
Yeah. Which makes that a 7+, which is not terrible. It's about what you want, at a minimum. This catcher just running laps.
Yeah. He's just getting... I'm just seeing how can you make this a better foul.
Hello, Griff. Yeah, Outer's been in shit ton of streams.
Just here when people need it, right?
You only pick up every other stream that doesn't have a co-caster.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a tackle hit on a ghoul. I don't hate that at all. Oh, you follow the ghoul, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's even better.
Yeah.
Because that's a 7+, 6+?
Yeah.
6+ foul?
With dirty player.
Yeah, with dirty player. It's great.
Gruff, 2 MNGs on the Union, and
yeah, 2 MGs.
A send off and 3 KO for the Necro.
And Necro, keep in mind, have a babe.
Well, Centurion Boy and Gruff, me being in all the stream is just because nobody is stepping up to be a co-caster. I'm not calling you out, but maybe a little.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Ooh, that's huge. That's
Just a badly hurt. It's safe. But that's the ball carrier gone. That's blodge step, sure hands.
yeah. Now it's just a really, really shame that the strip baller's MNG'd, right?
Yeah, because it would be doing a lot of work on the next drive. It even if it doesn't take a blitz on the ball carrier, it causes a lot of pressure just by existing. But we don't have to worry about that now.
But still, there is Edgy 5 with Wrestle.
Yes.
And you could maybe engineer one die if you're lucky. Yeah, you're going for the most dangerous player on the Prelf team.
Nothing. But there is a dirty player and a wolf on the ground.
Yeah. Yep. I would expect this wolf is getting booted next turn.
Yeah, you can't foul on turn 8. We're getting too excited. Luke's right.
You can.
Well, you can.
And if you're nasty, you could also say because there are 3 KOs.
You know, that's a decent point. 3 KOs, give just the 1 KO roll. There's an argument for it, but I still think it's better to just take the point here. You've already gotten rid of the enemy ball carrier.
Ooh, and he's handing off to the catcher. I like that. Don't even take the blitz. He scores
Don't
in
need
turn.
to.
Again, you had a reroll. You just needed a push. Ooh. These KO rolls, right?
One came back so far.
Yeah. It is the wolf that
Got
comes
another
back.
roll.
Still.
Oh yeah, that was a beautifully executed stall. But and you can see where the werewolves were committed, and it didn't result in the ball being taken. So that overextension did cause a 8-turn stall. So that is some of the danger of going really hard for the ball when it fails to pick up.
There is. What's the last line L for you? Yeah. Good, Excam.
Got a 1-turn attempt with the sprint werewolf. But that's 3 sidestep, so
Exactly.
a little bit harder. But we could see like a quick snap, and then you just need 1 push.
That's still harder, but well, okay, now he's setting something normal up. He's considering.
Yep, just going to save the sidesteppers for the next half.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, because if you have 3 valuable units up there, likelihood is one of them goes down and gets fouled.
That is true, but that would mean he would need a dirty player, which is send off. And also, if he fouls right now with a zombie, and let's say none of the KOs come back, you're in a horrible spot as Necro.
Well, let's say you foul with a zombie and they die, though. And even if you have a send-off, like, you've still got that extra player back. Because you're Necro.
That is true. That is something, but...
Or even better, they die and you don't get sent off, you have 11 players again.
Yeah, versus 10.
That's a dirty little Necro thought right there.
But again, also, here's the fun part, right? He's gonna try the 1 turn.
Yes.
If this fails, and the wolf injures itself on a failed dodge, that's the only tackle gone.
Yes. Trying to figure out the frenzy math here. I think that's good. That looks right to me. Because that should also be... Yeah. But now somebody has to go and get the ball. I think if Necro had one more player, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
But they need someone to go get the ball.
Yeah, and the way you do this, right? It is you move Enkidu, the rookie flesh golem, and put him where the ghoul is, and the ghoul goes get the ball. Because if you leave that spot open, you can still push it in.
Yep, got punished. I think the only person that can reach it is the werewolf. But this should just end up being... I think this might end up being a foul.
Oh, Jock's doing a thing, right?
Yep. I think actually we're going to see a chain push on the white to get him back into pickup range.
No, the 110's still on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, you still
we're going to see the white get chain push to go pick up the ball. Or actually, the ghoul can still pick it up.
But you're just making it worse for you right now because intercept threats, chain push.
It's got to be like a pass, hand up. Like this is still unlikely.
What? Oh.
You came at an interesting time.
Well, he's got enough pushes. That's a KO.
It's actually one more than he needed because that werewolf has sprint.
Yeah. That goes the intercept threat, but it's still a long bomb with no reroll. Oh!
Bunk.
Oh!
Armor works. Still safe.
If that one had injured himself and just KO'd himself, right? Coming down to these KO rolls. Oof. That has been a horrible babe, right?
Yeah, I think that pass was too long, but I'm not sure the exact range on the end. But I think that was a slightly misplacing your... Like, if you had a ball retriever, that was an easy one turn. But I just think that we took both the white and the ghoul just a little too far away from the ball.
That was exactly 13 square, so...
That yes, but we also have sprint. Oh, no, you mean for the pass.
Yeah, for the pass. I just got it back to check it.
Is 13 squares the long bomb maximum?
Isn't it a half, or is it 12?
A 13 squares in a straight line.
Oh, yeah.
So diagonally, it's a little less than that. Half the pitch. That was either just in range or just out of range. It's hard to say. I would have to see the thing overlaid. That's a good thing to know and good thing to look up.
But again, it's 9 Necro versus 10 Elf.
7, 8, 9.
So,
yeah, Luke. And we got line of scrimmage blocks coming in here.
Yeah. But so far,
as soon as we're even, we're gonna give Aldar and I told you so.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna have my last chance to call out Luke and say, so far removed, game goes to the Elf's favor.
No, you're not allowed to call out Luke. I agreed with him.
I just have to remember when it's playoff time. If Luke is not in the stream, it's not a playoff game, right?
I thought if Aldar's not co-casting, it's not a playoff game.
I actually think that Luke has seen more playoff than I've been casting.
Like, I think it's like, you know how you can break a Guinness World Record without an observer, but it doesn't count. You know, like, if you don't have Aldar there to officiate the cast, like, the cast actually didn't occur.
Well, I actually have to say last playoff I casted even more games.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, there was a Super Sunday in the first weeks where I had 2 games that I was supposed to cast, but I started midday my time, and the last game I was supposed to cast was at 11:30 in the evenings, and between then I had 20 minutes to eat as I casted all the game.
Piling on after the Dub Skulls. KO, we're nice and even.
Hey, we're even.
Reroll in an overtime format? What about our kick equity? As Hellboy, or was not Hellboy. Whoever casts Andy Davo's playoff matches with Hellboy.
I can't remember. But yeah. But again, still 9-9 when you were versus elves. I would still say this is favoring the elves, right?
It does favor the elves until these other 2 line of scrimmage hits. El Duderino, yes. Thank you, Gruff. My brain just blanked on it for a moment.
Oh. Is he just putting up a huge hit on the wolf? That's just a stun.
You know, Ghoul showing the elves how to pick up the ball on the first try.
Yeah.
The elves don't have to chase that ball, and I think it's actually against their best interest to do so.
I would send 1 or 2 elves down the pitch.
Like, you can pressure with, like, an elf or 2, but I think you're better off just hitting the werewolves.
Well, again, if you have on the left side, you have even Senna. Movement 8. Run a bit down with tackle. On the other side, you have the other catcher at G5. Move him a bit down. And then you start to screen off, and then you blitz the wolf, and what are you going to do?
Yeah, the school's actually out of handoff range, the werewolves as well.
No, he can, just exactly.
Well, yeah, with GFIs. But if you can get just a player around in between the ghoul and the direct line to the werewolves, also adds pressure indirectly.
And also, I don't hate the splits if you're going to pressure also a bit on the other side, because Flesh Golem's over there is not going to move anywhere, and you're just going to dodge away next turn.
Hi, Mort. How you doing? How you doing, Karma? You've been missing some disappointment as we theorize when the foul on the werewolves is going to come.
We have seen some fouling from a Necro, and that has resulted in a burnt bribe and a send-off zombie.
Yeah, refs are biased.
No, we were discussing this at a different game in regards to that. I think it's more the ref is in shock that the elves are fouling, right?
And the ghoul is now pretty separated from the rest of the team.
Yeah, and that is dangerous here for Necro, right?
Yes, because if that ball gets on the ground, that's almost 100% of the time that's an elf score in a game 1, even if you get a return score. At best, you had to blow the rest of your rerolls to get to 2-2 to go to overtime. Yeah. You had to play hyper aggressive to do that.
And if you're playing hyper aggressive as Necro, you're in a huge problem, because most of the players that are on the pitch are movement 4.
Yes, and you have 2 fast pieces, and they're going to be isolated against blood step spam.
Yeah, and that is just going to leave some really, really good. I like that he's putting this elf and this wolf here because, he has a free hit on this elf, but he's not going to move him back now, right?
Yeah, this is really where you don't want to be against any form of elf or Skaven.
Yeah.
You have your balls separated from the rest of your team. And the blitz, wherever it may be, has to go backwards to save your ghoul, I think.
Again, push. We're getting him down. No armor break. Blitz on the other guy.
Blitz comes. You can't pile on. That wolf has to go back to defend.
Ooh, no,
it is pile on.
And no dice. That
was a no mighty blow used on the armor, so that was like an amazing one to pile on. Except I think that gives up a lot of position that you need in order to prevent this ball from falling into the pro elf's hands.
He needed him to block off there or go a bit further down because you need to move the ghoul up to the left. But right now he has to go past tackle.
Like I almost think you even could have kept him standing. That way you could hand it off or pass with the ghoul to him. And that's oh no, that's tragic.
No snakes.
Yeah.
We have a Necro hand, boy.
Oh, you know what? I think the ball's in good hands right now. Oh, Blood Bowl, baby. Oh, you love to see it. Okay, the ball is in a much better position because it is in a strength 4's hand, and it is within range of both the werewolves. So even if this ball goes on the ground, there's some recovery chance from the Necro if the Prelfs don't manage to pick it up.
That has got to be one of the best things an accurate pass could have done, right?
I think that is the best thing an accurate pass could have done.
Oh, that block was bad. He needed any kind of push, right? Because he could have gotten this blitzer around to hit it.
Yeah, I think so. Now you're
gonna have to.
This can be a 1-die potential. It's got no block. It's got no wrestle.
Yeah, but
we had to get something to there. So
that's the
Wrestle's gonna have some difficulty.
Line. No, Wrestle's at 5. He doesn't care.
Oh yeah, you're right. So that's like what 2+, 2+, 2+. If you go that way. Oh yeah, like if we're gonna go from results oriented thinking, this is a great play. But if we look at the potentials for where that could have gone wrong, that was a pretty risky play. But I don't know that he had many other options, but to go for the pass to the werewolf.
No, he didn't have any other option. It was a horrible line of play for him. He couldn't do anything about that.
I think the better option was not piling on with this werewolf and passing to him on a 3+.
Completely agree.
4+.
And there we see 2+, 2+, 2+, 85 cheating. And we don't even need wrestle. We're just gonna, go down.
Magnet hands
once more into this lovely, lovely little elf. And he can still move. Oh, 1 GFI to follow the flesh golem with 2 assists. Oh,
we do a 3. I don't hate that either. Blood step.
Yeah, blood step tackle there, right? Yep. Catcher on the goal. And now you just need to dodge out the dirty player, and you can move him over. You can foul the werewolf. You can foul the flesh golem. You can do what you want, or you can just base him up. But you need actually him to base up the wolf. Ooh, failed dodge. Reroll in overtime format.
Can you imagine having a dirty player not fouling 16 times in the game? I'm disappointed.
Well, at the moment here, I actually like that he didn't foul here, but he needed to foul more in the first half. We agree on
I'm
that.
sorry, but solid positioning doesn't release dopamine. That's intellectual satisfaction. That's not like adrenaline high.
God damn it, that was a good one. Hey, you're talking to one who's saying to foul in horrible place, and I'm saying this was a bad foul. But it could have been fun. But again, if he was sent off, suddenly there was the werewolf was completely free, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So we're relying on a pow. We don't get it, but we get a wrestle
Get
down.
them both down against the wrestle. Magnet hands.
No.
Magnet hands. This
3
ball.
times in a row we got magnet hands. God damn it. Somewhere Viking Cub is rolling around in his bed. What's going on here? I don't understand these feelings. If there's somebody who loves magnet hands, it's Viking Cub.
Magnet hands always makes the turns interesting, that's for sure. Like, you're going for the play to get the touchdown, and then your blitzer catches the ball off of a bounce off of somebody else's head. The worst feeling.
Hold up.
With the stand firm, it's actually really hard to get a chain push, free up the elf here. We could see chain push onto the block zombie.
Yeah, but that's
but we'd have to bring in more assist.
Yeah, that's a red die at the moment. We can easily get into a 1 die and we can chain push it off, right?
I hope your mentee is watching foul, foul, foul every turn. Yeah, when I just told him not to do that, I'm sure he wouldn't have any mixed messages at all. You got to learn the rules in order to break them properly.
But why? If you just start breaking the rules when you don't know them, you're in a much funnier position.
Well, yeah, I think the main thing is if you do the risky things, not knowing why you're doing them or how they can fail, you're not learning. When it goes right, you learn the wrong lesson. Yeah. You learn, oh, this was a good play, rather than
one die chain push.
Yep, I like this a lot. But as I was saying, when you know oh, you should avoid red dice. But then later on, you're like, okay, I have wrestle, I have tackle, I have a red dice on the ball. That's basically a 3-up before a reroll. You know, the risk of the play, and you know that when it works, it was part of a lower percentile play, even if it was the best play available.
But again, if you always do the mathematical optimal play, where's the fun?
Absolutely.
High risk, high reward. And big fail state.
Just don't learn. Ignorance is never punished. Just look at how diving tackle works. That's right.
If you don't mention it, it wouldn't happen, right?
It's like in all the cartoons. If you don't look at the diving tackle, it's not there.
But again, here, this line elf has a 3+2+2+, and then you can run it in with the catcher. 3+2+ dodge, and then a 2+ handoff, and then you can stall if you want to.
You could also take the 1 die on the zombie.
Oh, you can just dodge it out, hand it off, and stall.
Well, actually, that's already been activated. Never mind. I'm stupid. And yeah, this should be the ball game.
Well, you can score now, or you can stall.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you stall or score, I think you've likely won the game at this point.
And then he's stalling. There's a hit on the werewolf. There's a 3. Ooh, no.
Yeah, that's
No,
unfortunate.
if it went down, that would have been a 3 assist foul with a 3+2+.
Yes.
Ooh. And you don't reroll in overtime format. That's good.
And this would be a what to get there. You can go. That's what 4+, 3+, 2+ on the GFI. Double red dice with sidestep. But like you can't. You honestly,
No,
it's got blotch step. You can't even blitz it. I don't think, unless you roll a POW.
It will not be red dice. It will be 1 die into 1 die.
Yeah. Did I say red dice? I meant 1 die. But like with the blotch step, you have to roll a POW. Otherwise, it's just a touchdown anyways.
We're just powering a blotcher. He is going to blitz with a werewolf. I don't hate it. It's his only chance. But again, there we go. Ooh, 4+3.
Find the POW. Not a POW, but Juggernaut. Oh, that was a mistake. Or actually, forcing the score so you can get the ball back.
Yeah.
I think that was intentional.
No, yeah, he sidestepped into the end line because he didn't want to have the follow-up hit, which is really, really smart.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, do you think the Juggernaut was intentional?
I don't know, maybe. Did we mess up the Juggernaut? No, I don't think so. I think he gave him the choice that you can stay here, or next turn we're just gonna mess you up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
This babe has been horrible.
Yeah, this babe needs to be fired. She's not cute enough.
No. She's way too cute. She's concentrating on her own look, standing on the sideline. She's not focusing on the players. The best babes you have is the German Helga, because they always get them up because people want to go back on the field.
I think she's actually the best because you just drink until she's pretty, and then by then you don't feel anything.
Exactly. And remember, that's Helga with 2 L's.
Now, we need to see really aggressive play from the Necro in order to have a chance at overtime.
Yeah, and the fun fact is, we see with this setup from the Prelf, they are also setting up fairly aggressively. They're not stopping now. There we got the injury.
That's an injury. They came out of physiotherapy worse than they went in.
Oh, this is horrible for that wolf.
Yep.
Oh, and that. Oh,
that's reroll's gone.
So we got no reroll Blood Bowl from in overtime format, right?
Yeah. This is an almost untenable position for the Necro.
But again, you had to reroll that because that would have been a straight line for the elf right on the ball.
Yeah, they would have just ran and gotten the ball. I'm pretty sure this is won by the pros, but it's still Blood Bowl. You can still get a series of incredible dice. But I will feel no guilt in calling it a couple turns ago.
Just turn.
To the Sprint Wolf. To the white, Magna Hands.
We've had a lot of Magna Hands.
Murder.
Well, at the moment, you can easily get a 1D on that white.
Looks to be what's going to happen as well. Bringing in the wrestle.
Yeah.
Get the POW, don't need wrestle.
Ooh, armor break. Just a ton.
Magna hands, no.
No. But that's not horrible for the elves.
Now, with no rerolls, these Blodge Step Pro Elves are just almost unable to be dealt with.
Yeah.
We have 1 tackle, no wrestle for the Necro.
And I'll take the other Blitzer Galen over there, and you dodge him through twice, and then you have him down back to midfield. Ooh, dodge procs. Then you just avoid the other dodge and then run.
Yeah, I agree with all these calls for punting. You grab it with the rookie lineman, throw it just beyond the Blodge Step, or even just to the Blodge Step. The main thing is the ghoul in the way has a small chance to intercept. But at this point, I don't think it matters too much. I think if the ghoul gets it, that's fine.
You can get it out of range of the intercept. You just need G5.
Yeah, like you really, reasonably, you only need to buy 1 more turn, and then you just need to have your pieces survive.
There you go.
Yep.
Elf passing works.
Leveled the lineman.
Yeah, that was what you tried to turn 1.
Yep.
I would have based up.
Well, that's the thing, you know, those 2-tile passes, you're too close. It's really easy to miss. You need to throw them from like 6 or 7 tiles away.
I would just have stood him on the side there. But yeah, I understand why he wants to get through, because you can get the wolf right through to him. But that's not the tackle wolf. That's why I should have based up the zombie over on the other side. Now he's a good assist.
Yep.
Here comes a no hit. No? Oh, we're going to dodge out with the tackle wolf because that's the only tackle we have. And the standout is, if there is a hole, slot in some guard, right?
Absolutely.
And we are powering the Edgy 5, but nothing happens.
Now, from this point, there's basically 2 ways to play. You can play for SPP and go for casualties, or you can try to get as close of a game as possible. And you could also play for a lucky kickoff event, like a blitz, a riot, a pitch invasion.
Oh, Magnet Hands!
Magna hands, coming in hot.
Again, Magnet Hands.
Ghoul is a scoring threat that's going to get punched, but that's expected.
Yeah. You're just going to punch a ghoul, right?
Not only would I punch the ghoul, if it's not stunned, I would foul it.
Yeah. And you got the Edgy 5 right there.
Yep. With the wrestle. Dodge works. 1 in 36s have nothing on us.
And we power ghoul. We don't even need wrestle. That's getting fouled.
Oh, yeah, every time. Just, if you foul it, you really don't have to worry about any sort of scoring threat.
Exactly.
Like an Agi 2 zombie or a flesh golem can maybe get in range in 3 turns.
Ooh.
And it is a super foul. How much SPP does this school have? 0? Yeah, nobody's going to be too sad if that dies.
Well, more blowback might.
Yeah, nobody whose opinion matters on the foul.
True. But again, if this ghoul goes out, I borderline close to call it a GG because, yeah, that's going to be rough.
Well, I've given it a GG with asterisks already.
Yeah,
like, yeah, there's been some possibility, but it's just everything has been going wrong since those possibilities have been available.
Moblovak had to score this turn to have a chance even for the riot, right?
Yes. Well, no, if he scores next turn, there's a chance with the riot, but it would have to be a one turn when it's on your defensive drive. So
yeah,
realistically, yeah.
Ooh, and we got an injury.
It's a battle here. The leveled Prelf gets to see his level. Not dead.
And in regards to the attrition game, it's still 4-4.
Yeah, that's true.
Might be 5-4 right now because there's coming a foul.
KO. Injury.
Ooh, injury. Not a send off. Oh,
Apple used. Ooh, that was almost a scary one. That was a perm.
Yeah.
Yep. So we are now even on the pitch, I believe. And we have therefore proven that regen in a babe does work.
No,
Pro elves are not ahead in attrition. I repeat, the pro elves are not ahead in attrition.
It's the first time this whole game at turn 15. I'm just calling it out, right?
It's okay. That's just a roundabout way of saying that I'm right, and I accept that. You know, some people have difficulty when they're wrong, but, you know, humble people like me can learn to accept that, and I hope you can take that inspiration to heart.
Never. Oh, we get a pow.
Armor break.
And just a stun.
Yeah, it's fine.
Amroy's bear. And that's the GG, right?
Yep. Pros will get a turn, but they'll probably take a blitz and then hit end turn.
Oh, we're handing off.
Yeah, that's right, Luke. Me and you were both right.
So we're gonna see blitz on Vlad the Third, flesh golem, and then we're gonna see a massive foul on him, and then we're gonna go even.
I wouldn't even be mad at that point.
Then it's equal on the removal game, right?
Equal on removals, but the pro elves had a bench. I don't think Necro had a bench, did they?
Yeah, they did. They had.
They both had bench. You're right.
Yeah, they both had 12 players.
You're right. I forgot about the second ghoul. And after this turn, we'll get to look at some stats. That's always one of my favorite parts. Gets the
Reroll into a pow.
Don't stand firm there. Friendship foul coming in.
Do it. Oh,
no, he's a good guy. Oh, wasn't willing to do it to him. Nicer than a lot of people would have been.
Oh, look at this. Twice the amount of armor breaks from the Necro and still almost same removals. Way.
Yeah, wonderful. So you got MVP on a Blitzer, MVP on the Dirty Player Zombie. I think that's got to be Wrestle.
Yeah, Wrestle.
I think Wrestle on Dirty Players is really good because it makes it risky to even blitz them if you've got block. Because they can just stand up and foul you.
So.
We got almost twice. Oh, kick is a good call as well. Twice as many blocks for the Necro. Half as many KOs, but 4 more injuries.
I think one of the big deals was also this babe was shit and KO.
Oh yeah, that babe did not do anything the entire game. Let's see, We got bribe. Bribe worked. Armor's a little low against Prelfs when none of them had Mighty Blow. But
yeah.
Does that include fouls? I'm not sure if it does. It might include fouls.
The dice locks in Cyanide are horrible.
Yeah. Injuries are terrible.
Actually, the dice, if you look, is fairly even. If you look 5s and 6, that's 20, 32,
yeah,
and
but
same with
those
1
also
and 2.
include the armor rolls. So some of those 6s are bad 6s, and some of the 1s are good ones. Pretty average. Block dice. Pretty even. Actually, rolled very few pushes compared to the other dice for the Fate Stay. Got dodge is working. Ooh. GFI is working. 100% of GFIs is always rough to go against because that just means they didn't have to blow any rerolls on them.
Yeah, 100% GFI. 100% Wago above the KO. It's only 2, but still. Pass is working completely. Yeah.
The rest is pretty standard. Block dice are pretty also low amount of pushes.
Very low.
Besides that, pretty average.
Yeah.
You look at both of it. Not really crazy dice. That was just a solid play from the Prelfs. A little bit of. I think there were only really 1 or 2 mistakes from the Necro, but it cost them.
Yeah. Neither team made many mistakes. Necro maybe 1 or 2, but it was small ones, but it cost them deeply.
Yeah, I think it was just the skills on the player differential made those small mistakes just explode into game changers. But that was a very fun match. I really enjoyed watching that one.
Match, yeah, and congratulations to XCAM and commiserations to Moplowak. That was rough at some point for you. Things just didn't work the way it should.
Yeah, very good game. And in a little under 2 hours, there will be another Challenger Cup game cast here with T-Self and myself.
Ooh, well, that's another fun one because that's going to be Rodents of Metal. No, that was the wrong day. Sorry.
That will be Disco Dance Do Rebel versus A Bark Future.
Yeah. And that's another Necro team, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Wood Elves?
I know there's a Wood Elf team. I don't remember what Disco Dans are.
So that's even more funny, once again. So, but thank you for casting it, Russell.
Thanks for coming on. It's always great to have you.
Yeah. Woodies versus Pro Elves. That's going to be
another Pro Elf game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I am going to be off and just relax, and I'm going to be into watch the next. Not casting, for once.
Yep. I'm going to hop off, take a little break, get myself a hot drink from my throat, and I will see you all later. Let me see if there's anybody on right now. I doubt there is.
Viking Cup just there is nothing besides, Viking Cup just started his greenhorn, and then we have more Plovak, who's just sitting, having a rough time after his match, probably.
Yeah. Send everybody over to Crystal Hunter. Let's see.
I think he's messing around with some vamps, it seems.
Yeah, that's always fun. So I'm going to tune into that while I wait. So I will catch everyone over there, start up this raid, sign off. Aldar, I'm going to hop out of Discord with you. It was great casting with you. You have a good one.
Yeah, likewise. Have a good one, and I will see you around.
Yep. And goodbye, stream.